Okay, so this is the first week of May, and here are these little guys from last week. They've come back, and these guys are checking out the water. They end up not going in, and it's well, actually, this one does go in. I forgot about that. And he can't get out because I haven't put all the bricks and stuff and the rocks so they can walk around. And look at his dad; he's so frantic. I ended up having to stop the clip and go up there and bail him out, and they all ran off, of course. But he got back up with his family, and this is just typical stuff. I mean, here's our white-crowned sparrows, and it wasn't. I didn't see the gimpy one. Well, I had one that had a broken wing. I called her broken wing, and I didn't see her much after this. Oh, check this out. Talking to him. Oh, yeah, I don't want that. You know, I started having some real problems with this feeder with bees. And I've been trying a bunch of stuff. This is October, and the video that that you're watching was made in May. But I think I'm going to abandon that feeder, that hummingbird feeder. And, here's some of the workhorses. This is the house finch, and he's doing his gig with, and then a grosbeak comes. And I remember grosbeaks from the year before, and they just kind of come around for, maybe a few weeks, and then they stop coming. I'm assuming they're either migrating. Because I don't see them year round. Not usually, anyway. So I think they're just looking for food sources on their way to somewhere, or they just have a better place that they like to hang out. Because they don't hang out here very much. So you can see the house finch thought, yeah, he shouldn't hang around, but they get along. They're fine until all the other grosbeaks come by. There's a female, and eventually there's 4 or 5 of those that hang out, and that's just the way birds work. The larger birds are going to push out the smaller birds and get first access to the food. That's bird behavior 101. Yeah, there they are. Looks like a family of them. So, yeah, here's the oriole, and man, he just loves this little fountain that we made. That's that tub, and that tub still does not have the rocks in it yet. It's pretty deep in a lot of areas, and I've fixed it since then. Since we had a couple of birds go in and they had issues, but the orioles love it. Now I want you to look at these babies, and these are not the same babies from the first clip. This is a different covey. This is the second covey that I could confirm. Now, there are lots of pairs that were coming by, and now they're starting to come by with their little ones. These are a little bit bigger than the ones on the first clip. I was really happy to see them. And it's one of those things where you're watching them and you think, oh, there's the babies, oh, great. And then you think, oh, wait a minute, these aren't the same ones. And I started by counting them and to confirm it. And as time went by, counting them and looking at their size is no longer viable for different reasons. Spotted towhee comes by. They get along pretty good. Now there's those bees again, and This is the oriole and his mate, and she wants to get in on this fountain. But he's just having too much fun. The bee keeps buzzing him. And she's right there, wants to get on. He's like, no, I'm here. She's like, come on, let me on there. He's like, whatever, go ahead. And I made a separate clip of this because I just thought it was so funny. He's like, he changes his mind. She gets up. He's like, look, why don't you just come back later when I'm done? Yeah, he kept coming by and doing this, and he wouldn't get off until he was done. Nobody could move him, except maybe the scrub jay or something. And you could just see how much he enjoys it. He's like, oh man, this is the best. And it's May. It's not real hot yet, but it's pretty warm out there. Even in the cool days, the birds will get out there and get into that water. It's interesting to watch. Yeah. They love that hummingbird water. And like I said, I'm having such issues with that feeder. It leaks a little bit. And so the bees come by and they don't, they just harass all the other birds. Well, she finally jumps down and gets her turn. But the funny part is there's a tanager there. And he's like, oh, no, okay. And she's telling him, no, I don't think you're going to get here. You're not going to come here. And he's like, okay, see ya, I'm out. But she does get her turn. And of course, the hummingbirds are still coming around. The flowers are still there. They're still good. The flowers do pretty well until it just gets too hot. And, here in the first part of May, it's just warm. It's not bad. And we have a little disagreement between a couple of birds. I made another clip of that, a separate clip of it. And I got lucky to get that encounter. That is the kind of encounter that I try to capture, and it's difficult because it happens so fast. And this is probably later on in the week, and the grosbeaks come back. Is it grosbeak or grosbeak? I don't know. And they like to feed up there. I think they actually eat some of that millet too. And there's a oak titmouse. These little guys, they just come and go. So when you shoot them in slow motion, it's great because you can actually see them and get a good look at them because they're just on it and then they fly off. And if they see you, they're pretty good at looking into the house too. They'll look into the house, and if they see me, they'll fly off. Here's one of the many lizards on the property, and a lot of these lizards have their tails missing because the birds are after them or something. I don't know. But he's definitely posturing. I don't think he's doing push-ups. Common behavior. And when the yellow lantana is growing, it's pushed out a bunch of its flowers. We get a lot of these painted lady butterflies, and that one was pushed out by a bee. Now, oh yeah, see, that one's, it's still deep. I fixed that so they can just jump right in and not get wet. But if you look, these birds they're even bigger than the last ones. And so this is a third covey. This is the third covey that's come in. And And you can tell because they can actually fly. Here they're jumping off the ledge. And when I saw that, I thought, wow, in this 1 week we had 3 different coveys come by. Here they are, they're actually flying back up. Now remember last week, the first covey that came by, that little bird couldn't fly up there. There was no way. But these guys, they're old enough to fly up, and they learn pretty quick. Anyway, that's them. Nice looking family. Proud mom. And there's a lot more that I'm going to put on my other channel from that week. See you later.